So has anyone seen the movie Avatar 2? Okay, cool. So maybe you guys remember, at the beginning of the movie, the guy says this. He says, the most dangerous thing about Pandora is you may grow to love her too much. And I was like, dang, that's crazy. I thought the most dangerous thing about Pandora was all the ads. That's why I switched to Spotify. But then I realized that Pandora is the planet where all the blue people live. So then my follow-up question is, okay, how is the most dangerous thing about Pandora not like all the monsters? Or the constant threat of military-backed genocide? Like, the most dangerous thing about Pandora is you may grow to love her too much? Okay, that sounds like Pandora was in a job interview, and they asked her for her greatest weakness, and she was just like, well, something I've been working on. But you just may grow to love me too much. It's like when you date an older guy in Provo and ask him why he's still single, and he's just like, oh, I'm just like really picky. It's like, huh, that's an interesting way of saying you have commitment issues and have never been to therapy. But thank you, you've told me all I need to know. You are dismissed. That's what I say at the end of the date. You are dismissed. Thank you for your time. Don't contact us, we'll contact you. I do like dating older guys though, because it's like, their brains are usually more developed, their bank accounts are usually more developed, and they're generally like closer to death, so they're more desperate, lower standards, so the only downside is when they start saying things that just kind of like remind you of your dad, like, oh, I'm so proud of you, or like, oh, hold my dentures. It's like, okay. I'm just kidding, guys. My dad doesn't say he's proud of me. So I got diagnosed with high cholesterol recently, and honestly, it didn't really come as much of a surprise to me because, like, I've been feeling for a while like I've had a middle-aged man trapped inside of me. Like, I've just been feeling like life has kind of passed me by, and I've missed my potential. Been hanging out a lot with girls significantly younger than me. I have been getting paid 30% more than usual, so that's been nice. Male privilege, man. You know those people who hear the word privilege and immediately just start like convulsing on the ground? Or just get really quiet and awkward like you all just did? How are you all more on board with me dating a guy who has dentures than with me talking about this? So, the other day, I just think it's funny because it's like, we all have privilege in one way or another, right? Like, it doesn't make you a bad person. Like, just living in America is a privilege, okay? Like, as much as I love to hate on America, at least I don't live in a country where I'm being forced to marry my first cousin, right? Like here, I can just go up to Idaho and do it of my own free will and choice. Like, that's a privilege. The other day, someone said true. Thank you for I found 2 or 3 witnesses. Someone told me the other day, this guy said, he was telling me about female privilege, and he said, did you know that if you and I were both on a sinking ship, they would let you into the lifeboat before me because you're a woman? And I was like, wow, that is just a really good point. Because here I am, just thinking about how every day on the ship, before it started sinking, I would be waking up an hour earlier than him to make myself more conventionally attractive because that's the way society primarily determines my value as a woman. And how if we both worked on the ship, a lot of people would treat me like I only got the job because of the ship's new diversity and inclusion program. And how if I ever wanted to walk across the ship at night, I would need to have my taser in my purse and wear my pepper spray on a lanyard around my neck like an accessory to try and dissuade everyone from trying to rape and murder me. But at least I have my spot secured on the lifeboat. And it's not like I don't enjoy being a woman, okay? Like, I love shopping and makeup and hemorrhaging blood all over my favorite pants each month, okay? Like, these are the things I love, you know? I just want the same privileges men have, okay? Like, I want to breathe louder than anyone else in the room. And Republican-friendly material. I went back home over the holidays, was catching up with my family, and my little brother tells me that he got called into his teacher's office for looking at some questionable things online. So, 14-year-old boy, I immediately expect the worst, right? I'm like, he's shopping for Crocs. This is awful. I don't know where we went wrong. No, he already has Crocs, and we've learned to accept him for who he is a long time ago. But I just know he's looking at weird stuff online. So I was just like, what, David? Like, what were you thinking? What was going through your head? And he's just like, I was thinking that Down syndrome babies are really cute. Yeah, but wait, what? You were looking at pictures of babies with Down syndrome. Why? I like adorable babies. Is that such a crime? I mean, it could be. It depends how much you like them. I also was able to catch up with a lot of my family and friends who are not members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints like I am. So oftentimes when people find out that I am Mormon, their next question is then, do you practice polygamy? And I, of course, respond, no, of course not, okay? We haven't participated in the traditional Japanese art of paper folding in years, okay? Perhaps decades. Not everyone got that, but that's okay. All my husbands hate that joke too. I'm Cindi Teasley. Thank you guys so much.